All right, you guys, we are back in the
we're
Full
back.
House for another podcast, and tonight we have a special guest.
Woo!
Miss.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's happening.
Should I be shaking my shoulders?
I don't know why we're doing it.
Our guest for tonight, if you haven't heard already, her name is Arlene Conian.
Special ghost.
As usual, we have our guest. What the hell, man?
I don't even know what you're doing.
Whatever. As usual, we have Miss Vanya Renee,
On the mic, on the ones and twos.
Miss Danielle Middleton,
Hot.
and myself, Pega Sher.
Oh, the one and only.
Right. So, if you didn't notice last time, we have a new segment on here called Block That Ass or
Smash that ass.
Woo! I love the face afterwards.
So one of our viewers sent us a video.
What?
Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Hi, my name is Kay. So I have a situation where one of my best friends, who lives all the way in Ohio, Cincinnati, is planning on coming over here. Listen though, I told her about my girlfriend, which we just started this relationship not so long ago. Right when I told her, she goes ahead and pretty much confesses her love for me. And she's still planning on coming to California and visiting me. I'm not, it's been giving me kind of weird feelings about it, just because I did stress to her how serious I am about this relationship and how much I really, 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 really like this girl. But she's one of my best friends who I've known for years now. So Danielle, should I block that ass or smash that ass?
Speak to us, Danielle.
At first, I wanted to say just smash,
Yeah.
but then when she said that she was in a serious, she really really liked the girl, that it was her friend, I felt like it's gonna get too complicated. Because then I would say block that ass, but she's her best friend, so it's
Complicated.
Yeah,
So
block
how
a
would you deal
friend?
with that? Can I move this closer?
Yeah, is there a middle ground term for between smash and block?
I guess you would just kiss the person.
Kiss that ass.
There's
Lick
no
that ass.
in between. I think in that
No,
situation.
not lick.
Whoa.
Yes, lick asses.
We know what
all
Peg
day,
is.
every day.
Exactly on that day.
Niggas licking ass.
We know what's on her mind.
But I don't know. That's so complicated. I actually feel conflicted. She could do neither.
Ooh.
So then what
I
does
get
she
you.
do though?
I do think that she should be upfront with her friend, because if they've known each other for 9 years, she needs to tell her I don't want to, blend our relationship. It causes confusion after you start smashing a friend.
So
But
if she
I
had
have
to
smashed
choose-
a friend and we're still
Smashing.
no.
friends.
Smashing.
No. I have
Smashing.
smashed a friend. It got a little complicated over a situation of services, and when I say services, money.
Oh.
But
What?
I know dang,
Services
I can't
rendered?
tell
In
you,
exchange for the smash?
No.
That's what I was thinking.
That's another term.
Okay. So then let me
Hold
just
that
say
ass. Okay, yes.
without the person freaking out. So I'll just use an example. I'll just say I'm lesbian, just for the story.
Just for the story.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
So, but I like dick, y'all. So say my friend, right, that does my hair.
Yes.
We start liking each other.
Uh-huh.
But they only do my hair, and then I trade her, say maybe my discount, maybe she could use my discount H&M or whatever. So if I start smashing her, and then we're trying, and now they want to charge me to do my hair, because before we just traded, but now you want to charge me to do my hair. So then I had to pay for the service, which I didn't mind, but at first I felt now things are getting complicated, because we're not smashing anymore. So that's why I was that type of thing. You don't want to like blend those two things. So I think like in her situation, she should do neither and just like be upfront with her friend. Tell her like it complicates things if you start smashing your friend.
But what if the friend is so like
Adamant.
doesn't care? Yeah, adamant about it. Which
So
would
then
you
like
pick?
the fun,
Then the friend doesn't care about you.
yeah,
in
then the
long run.
friend
And you're kind of
doesn't
into the
respect
friend,
your
too.
relationship.
Like you
Did
have
she
you.
establish that she likes the friend?
I don't think she's. I don't.
They have a history.
No, it's
But
just
she's
a
into it.
friend.
But
Yeah.
they have a history together.
Yeah.
9 years.
History of
is a long
friendship.
9 years of
Strong
friendship.
history of friendship. She's
So
not
would
into
you
it.
give up the friendship, or would you give up the fresh relation? Not even give up the fresh
fresh
relationship,
relationship.
just like smash.
Smash.
Which
But then it's like
It's a
then you're
shared
going
regret.
into your relationship lying the entire
yeah,
time.
you're starting it
Yeah.
on the wrong
Yeah.
foot.
So I would
Ew.
tell her to do neither, right?
Yeah, she's got to.
She gotta just be upfront with their friends.
All right, so we've got another listener who sent in a "What would Vanya do?"
Oh, make all the wrong decisions with me.
yes, she is
do
your
it.
guide.
I mostly say just have sex.
Okay.
Oh, hi, pretty.
Hey Vanya, so I need some advice. So I'm a singer-songwriter and I'm bi and I'm Lebanese, so that doesn't always mix well with my family or my extended family. Now my immediate family is super accepting, but they really don't want me to be out and proud about it. And I have my first gig coming up and I'm singing with my girlfriend and I want to introduce her as my beautiful girlfriend, but there's some hesitancy around the topics that I bring up and how vulnerable I am. As an artist, I don't really want to censor myself because what message would I be giving my audience? But at the same time, family is really important to me, and I know that this causes a ripple effect for them, and it also could cause this to come out in a way that people may not be ready to hear it. So Vanya, what would you do?
I love her.
She seems nice.
Oh my God, I almost want to cry. It depends. How long has she been dating this girl? I mean, okay, no.
No, because
I don't think that's
happy.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I have to let you in.
No, what I mean, no. What I mean, what I mean by this, I'm always about being you, coming out. I don't care about what my family thinks.
Yeah,
I said that slowly because I couldn't believe those words are coming out of my mouth.
yeah.
I love them. I love you. Whether they can love me unconditionally, that's their thing. At this point in my life, I don't have anything to do with that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so,
But what about when you were her age? Like she's
How-
like 21.
so that's what I mean. I get it. Here's the thing. If this is the first time she's sort of coming out to her parents, I almost feel like she needs to kind of slow play them just a little bit on it. She's 21. If this girl is someone that, okay, this is the one, then by all means use that opportunity now. Like, this is me. This is who I am. But then again, as I say it, I'm like, shouldn't matter. But I don't know, she's 21. I would slow play it a little bit with them, but I don't know. You're talking to someone who completely, in a way, turned her back on her family. My family's turned their, whatever. I don't, it is what it is there. I learned that I love being me. And she already seems so much more mature than I was at her age. So, with the girl specifically, here's the thing. I wouldn't put the girl in a weird situation with parents that want to like, we don't like that. So, slow play it with them. Have a conversation with your parents first. If she was definitely the one and she's the one you're going to be with, I would tell them straight out and not worry about it. Someone's sexuality, that's very important to a lot of people. So for me to say, oh, slow play
Especially
that.
as an artist.
Yeah. Some people would be like, what the fuck you mean slow play? Be you. So
what we're asking is what
what will Vanya do? Okay, I'll be honest. What will Vanya do? Fucking come out. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you have to say. This is my woman. I'm in love with her. Anyone willing to deal with it? Now I can filter you all out. And anything involving sex, yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, and more.
Move closer to the mic.
Okay,
please.
cool thing.
Or
Okay.
move the mic a little closer to you.
Oh, all right. I don't want to like have my actual physical contact with the mic.
We're not asking you to blow the mic here. Like,
Not today.
And it's never mind.
Dead
Shut up,
Vanya.
Vanya.
Eli says that's Vanya's job.
Did you say that? Did he say
She
that?
said that.
I want to say thank you, Vanya, because I've worked for a few years to just like have this like stoic reactions to not let
Really?
people know like, oh, what I'm actually feeling right now. If I like saw like the celebrity I ever want to meet, which I don't really know who that is, and just like, you know, like I don't know if you guys ever watched Community.
I love Community.
And
Not-
Donald Glover, Troy met LeVar Burton, and he just like, I'm just observing and listening. Like,
How do you develop that skill? To just like be so, yeah, like you're just like so chill and detached, but then you're still in it. You're observing it from a third eye's view. Like it's really cool.
You're high, aren't you?
I'm more drunk than high. I had half of a gummy bear. That is what, like 5 milligrams? Is it milligram? I think it's just years of like, I don't know, is this practice or just like, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm very strange. I have like fake scenarios in my head, and I'm just like, what would I do if this would happen? Plus, I spend a lot of time by myself. I've learned to get comfortable by myself at an early age.
Are you the only child?
No, I have 2 older siblings.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you're
and
the
yet you got.
youngest.
Are you? Oh, okay.
What'd
You're
you
the
say?
baby.
I'm the oldest.
I thought you were the baby.
No, I'm the oldest.
That's interesting. Okay, so so you have 2 old. How much older are they than you are?
1 year older and 5 years older.
Oh, that's interesting. So you spent time alone, even though you had one that was just 1 year older. You didn't want to spend time with that
we
person.
hung out in like public. Like I remember when we were younger.
That was my persona, but like you know, in private we hated each other.
But then at home, we had knives on each other.
What is happening? It's funny you say that because like we're cool now. I think we've always been cool with each other from like birth. I don't really know, but like we established like if we weren't related, we would not like each other because our
Really?
personalities are just that different.
Explain.
I feel
She's
you.
on time all the time. I'm late all the time.
You seem very put together.
I'm more of a numbers person. She's more of like a.
She's an extreme numbers person. Sorry to interrupt, but
ahead.
I've known her for how many years now?
15.
Holy shit, that was like numbers, right?
Oh.
Literally right then and there. I was gonna do the math. She knew 15. Yeah, she's scary good with numbers.
Oh,
She will
interesting.
remember any month, year, date, time for anything. Something we did together 5 years ago.
Wait a
she'll be
minute.
like,
Do you have that thing?
What's that thing?
Did you hear about the thing?
Photographic memory.
No, it's beyond that.
Okay.
The woman that was on Taxi, the sitcom, can't remember her name, but the woman from that sitcom has this thing. It's like a memory that's beyond photographic. You can remember everything about. You can just say a date, and they remember everything.
Wow.
If maybe even if they saw something on the news, they can recount that. They can recount every step they made and what they saw. I mean, that's a lot of info to hold in your brain.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, my memory's not that expensive.
Oh, it's not like that? Okay.
It's not that expansive.
Okay.
I think I
would be
feel like the older
interesting.
I've gotten, that like I've been like forgetting things. I definitely don't remember anything before the age of 5.
I don't think anyone does. Do you?
Wow, I don't remember anything last week.
So like if you tell me your birthday like once or twice, I'm gonna like remember
12/28, 12/28, 12/28.
December 28th? Okay. Oh, that's my half birthday.
Oh, you celebrate half?
No.
Oh, I used to.
But I'm just telling
I celebrated half birthdays.
No, but it's funny though.
I'm such an idiot. I thought you guys were talking about.
God.
So they were born at noon. What? What? I'm like, wait a second.
Wait, what?
I know. I was like, wait, hold on. So you're born at 3 a.m.
So what's new with you? I haven't seen you in so long.
What's
so.
new with you, girl?
What's new?
I think I saw you 3 months ago.
See, she knows
2.5
3 months
months
ago.
ago.
I don't know how
Yeah.
long it was.
Yeah, we hung out in October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was funny because it's like the World Series was on, in which I didn't know that many people cared about baseball. Because to me and my sister, we are like, baseball's not even a lit sport. Why do people like it so much?
It's not
Hilarious.
paid
You, said,
the most.
you know what? I
What'd
think
you say?
You get paid the most.
I know they get paid so much.
Really?
Baseball does.
I ain't got no cap.
Wait a minute.
Baseball does.
This
I
is
thought it
when
was
I-
basketball.
How do you know? Wait, basketball or what are we talking about?
Baseball.
On baseball?
They could pay anyone as much as they want.
As much as they
I'm
want.
like,
Also,
hundreds of
they can
millions
pay.
of dollars.
Also, they can pay anyone as little as they want. I know a guy that was involved with. He goes, it was a terrible sport for people who are just trying to get in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Football's the worst because they get that. What's that head injury that they made?
Oh,
CTE.
girl.
Don't ask me what
And
it
they
stands
don't
for.
pay them that much.
Yeah, I was just talking about
Also, you
that.
can't
It
diagnose
fucks you
CTE
up.
until they're dead.
What
Right.
was the movie? Will Smith made
Yeah,
a
sorry
movie.
to
Yes.
break it low brim.
Yes.
Oh,
What's
so
his- no,
Will
it's not.
Smith made a movie on this.
Seven
Yeah, it's
count?
called
No,
Concussion.
No.
yeah, concussion.
I didn't
Concussion.
watch it, but I just know what
It's
the movie's
yeah.
It didn't get a lot of
That's
marketing. I
just
wonder why
talking
not. People, yeah, exactly, right?
I was just
But
talking
it-
called. Tea is delicious, by the
It
way.
is. What's your favorite?
I mean, you shouldn't have asked this because I can go all day about tea.
Oh gosh.
I'm one of the 5% of people who drink tea over coffee. But
oh yeah, I don't do that.
Fuck
do
that
like
life.
tea.
Fuck that life.
Earl Grey is a staple. There's a Ceylon that has mango in it that's really good.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Ceylon.
What's that?
Ceylon is the former name of Sri Lanka.
Wow.
What kind of tea do you drink?
black because I'm black.
Oh wait.
But there's
Three of us are.
I didn't like. I think as a teenager, I was like trying to figure out how to stay up, at in the morning, even though we had to go to school at 8:40 compared to people who used to go to school at 7:30
Yeah,
in the
I did.
morning. And I'm not a natural morning person like Peg is.
How do you
so
know I'm a morning
Are
person?
you?
I am.
I have known you for 15 years.
How do you know I'm a morning person?
You have said to me explicitly, I am a morning person. I cannot sleep. Even if I go to bed at 2 a.m., I'm still going to wake up at 6 or 7.
True dat.
Oh well, then I'm only a morning person because of work. I don't like it. Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike it, but to like it is a different thing. I don't dislike it, but to that's my jam.
Tea doesn't give me a stomachache.
You
Like,
can
Did I
get
say
so
jam?
much more done in the mornings, though.
It's
that's
true.
Quiet. No one else is. We talked about
It's
this last
true,
time.
but
no
the
one's
blankets
texting you.
feel so good.
That's true.
So warm.
Cuddling with your kitty.
It's so warm till they throw up on your bed,
Ew.
Leo.
Really?
Yeah, they're going through a thing
Mine
right
doesn't
now.
do that.
Oh, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I need to brush them a little bit more.
Yeah, you do.
yeah, but tea, I'm tea
Back to
over
the tea.
coffee. I'm team tea over coffee because
Nah.
I don't want the stomachache that comes with drinking coffee. At least with tea, there's so many
fun.
different. There's at least 7 varieties of tea.
Yeah.
There's tea if you want to fall asleep. There's tea if you want to be caffeinated. There's tea if you have a headache.
Do you think that's legit or is that bullshit though?
I don't know.
Part of me thinks that's bullshit.
No, I mean, maybe you think it's bullshit because you don't really drink tea.
I
but
drink tea occasionally.
I think it works. I'm just not interested in it. I'm not disinterested in it. I like Earl Grey.
Plus, yeah, chai is always a good staple. as
Oh,
well.
that's
Yes.
I also learned not to say chai tea because chai literally means tea. So when
In
you say,
Farsi, yes.
oh really?
Chai, chai.
Wait a minute, you gave me Persian tea before.
Yes, it's
it was
delicious,
good.
isn't it?
It had cardamom in it, which I was surprised. Oh my god, cardamom is in a tea.
No one knows what that is, old.
what
It's a herb.
If you feel comfortable talking about this, because you told me about something earlier before the show. If you feel comfortable, you know what I'm talking about. If not, we don't have to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know why I was prepared for something weird. I'm
Danielle's so chill right now.
She is. She is chill. What happened?
So we're talking about because she asked me how my week was,
Yeah.
and I was telling her that I had a good week, and I said, "Well, did I really have a good week? I had a good week, but Zoe's dad got I know it sounds bad, got stabbed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know it was at he was at a Laker game with his friend, and downtown LA. You know how they have lofts at the top and then the bars at the bottom.
Yes,
So
I do
after-
know what you're talking about. What's? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so they went to after Lake game. They went and had drinks, and then after they were having drinks, this homeless guy just threw something at him, and he was telling the homeless guy "Why are you doing that? Can you stop?" And the homeless guy kept doing it. So his friend was like, "Let's go upstairs. Let's go back upstairs. Why are you dealing with the homeless guy?" And the homeless guy just came out of nowhere. He had something in his hand and just was stabbing him.
I'm so sorry, baby.
So he's okay. He had stitches or whatever, and it was just so random.
Yeah.
So my mom and dad used to live downtown, and I was telling my mom about it, And she was like, the homeless people are like really aggressive like that. She was like, because a lot of them have like PTSD.
You saw the one. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, are you know, like they're are on meds, or they're drunk, or they do drugs too. So, because like I really wasn't like believing him.
Yeah,
'Cause
or
it
not on the
sounds-
meds they're supposed to be. 'Cause they
Yeah,
can't
I'm
afford
like,
it.
it sounds
It's
so
fucked up.
crazy that like a homeless person would, we don't think like homeless people would attack you because you feel like
That should be on. I was telling her that's the type of thing you would hear about on
On
the
the
news.
news.
I'm
Oh,
surprised
Something
he wasn't on
actually
the
just.
news.
What did you let anybody? Because something just happened. I was going to say that, but I
happened?
didn't want to. I didn't want to stop you. A couple of weeks ago, downtown, a homeless person pushed someone in front of a car, in front of a truck. You guys didn't see that?
No.
Yeah.
In LA?
Yeah, and then they had the. I don't know how they had this video. I think it was on the side of one of the businesses.
the camp.
Yeah.
they have cameras.
And he was sitting there. He was like in a yellow jacket, and a guy was walking by. I think a guy maybe in his late 50s or something like that, and he just pushed him hard into the street. The guy fell out in front of a truck. The guy saw him though, but he got pinned under, and they had to pull back and let him out. And he had to go to the hospital. But it could have been much worse if the truck driver wasn't like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
So yeah, they arrested the homeless guy. They said 2 hours later, wearing the same jacket and just kind of like
That's
Out of
he
it.
didn't know. Yeah, he didn't know he even probably did anything.
But in your
wrong.
situation,
He was just
didn't-
aggressive?
Like, he couldn't charge him or
They
anything,
couldn't
right?
like,
Why not?
because they called the police. They asked him like, "Do you want to press charges?" And he was like, "No, you guys can't even find him." Like, you know what I mean? Like, how you gonna press charges on a person you can't locate?
But did they actually? Because they found that other guy that pushed the guy into the street.
Yeah, I don't know if there's cameras are there. And they just kind of left. And then I was like, shocked, like,
Damn.
no one called the EMT for you because you're bleeding. But
Wait a
his
minute,
friend
what?
his friend just took him upstairs and they were basically bandaging him up.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Wait a minute. So he called the cops.
They called the owner that owned the bar called the cops.
There was a guy that regularly I was giving food to at my last job, and he'd see me, and there was a time they're like, even ones that didn't know it, they'd spot me.
Oh, really?
And they're like,
they talk to each
I
other.
think so. And they're like, and they'll run right over. And it's like, hey, hey.
I'd like a turkey.
And not
Turkey and
stupid, and not
cheese
stupid
sandwich.
at all.
avocado.
Taking orders for like 5 people.
Extra for the avocado?
Right? They're all like,
extra.
excuse me, I've got like 5 people I got an order for.
Oh no.
First order. No.
Extra.
So what happened? What happened? Okay.
Okay, so
I'm just observing this cute ass photo of Danielle and her beautiful daughter Zoe in front of this nice ass car. Who
I like
drives
your
this
thing.
car?
Is that a Porsche?
I like your thing on the back.
Who drives
Oh, you
that?
got a Porsche. Can you marry me?
Is that your baby daddy?
no.
Can you marry me? You driving Porsches and stuff?
No,
Can you
that's
marry
my
me?
dad's.
One
Can you-
day
can
I
you-
will
oh,
drive
your
a
dad
Porsche
can't.
Cayenne.
Easy.
I was
like, can you?
I'm
No, he
putting
can't.
it in the universe. I told this to one of our friends when you were asleep. After the last
I
time
was
we hung
asleep?
out. Yes, you were asleep.
Did
It was
you
2
drive
a.m.
me?
It was past your bedtime.
What kind of relationship?
No, but I told him because he said he wanted to get a Range Rover.
I was asleep in my apartment and
This
you were
is
just
empty.
chilling there.
Yeah, we were waiting for
That is a little-
our food.
That's true love.
Oh
though.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
we
remember
waited 2
that
hours
night.
for our food.
Okay.
and
Would
I
it be
told him
different if
I
she
wanted-
fell asleep and you were awake? Would
Can I
that
say
be
it?
okay?
I have to pee.
Oh,
Okay, so-
yes.
my bad.
Yes,
I mean,
Your parents are from Ivory Coast, right?
Yes.
Which is a country within the continent of Africa.
correct.
And we went to middle school and high school together
Yes.
in the city of Agora Hills, which is a very predominantly white area.
Yes.
Predominantly white and Jewish
Jewish.
area. So we both stuck out like sore thumbs.
You didn't? Did you really stick
I
out?
must say you can kind of be
Did you stick out?
Jewishy.
I mean,
You
she,
what?
You can kind of be Jewishy.
that is.
Yeah, I
She
could
doesn't
see
have the
that.
nose though.
I
No.
do.
She doesn't have the nose.
But she
No,
could
no,
always
there's
say that
like-
she got her nose done.
I'm so.
How can I be
Oh,
Jewish?
right now.
So my
Wow,
personality
yeah.
is Jewish.
Oh my god.
No,
Let's not get into
You
that.
know,
Let's not. Oh, let's get back to the topic.
Okay.
Let's not complicate shit.
Got it.
Okay.
I love Jews.
So what's it like? No, I really want to
And
know, like,
blacks
what
and
was it?
persons. I
What
love
was that
everyone.
experience like for you?
You mean a black person and like the black dot?
Not
and a
just
white
because
sea
you're
of, like,
black.
snow?
No, not black.
Oh.
Africa. Focus on the.
Oh, on the Africa part.
Because I would think the whole thing would be right. A
mind
Afric.
fuck.
someone from Africa in America, dealing with Americans in general, or did you?
She was
or did
born
you more
here, though.
relate
Yeah,
to?
no, I'm like African American. Like I'm actually born in the States.
I
Yeah.
see.
But your parents were born in the continent within.
My mom was born in France. My dad was born in Ivory Coast.
I see. Francophone.
But yeah, but
okay.
it's like it's like Africans trying to acclimate to like life in like America, and you're
Yeah.
raising American children, which I think I need to have like a conversation about that with my parents. Like,
How
you
did they
have
do?
these specific standards for me, but it's like you got to realize you're raising American children.
So what
Right.
are those
How'd they do-
standards? Where did those standards collide? Sorry to interrupt. Vaughn.
It's
no, I'm
like-
not second.
Because all my parents are like, we moved to this country. We didn't like sacrifice and work our asses off for you to be mediocre. So them it was mainly about, you know, if you were doing well in school, we didn't really care. Just don't get into trouble. Like, don't
What's
get into
well like
an A.
AP
Straight A's.
classes,
Uh-huh.
straight A's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom liked B's. My dad's like, B's for bad.
What's that joke? Oh, you're in the IB program? Why can't it be the IA? You ever heard of that? Nerds.
No, but that makes sense.
I know.
That
Why
does
can't it
make
be
sense.
IA? It's like, what?
What would the A stand for? Because
I don't know.
It's international
Baccalaureate.
baccalaureate.
Nerds.
International baccalaureate.
Word.
Like that doesn't sound
Right? International.
funny.
No, we were both in that I was in that program
Dying
too.
right now.
Really?
No. It's funny you
Nerd
say that.
talks.
No, it's funny that.
It's a nerd joke.
No,
It's
funny.
a nerd joke.
It's a nerd joke. I know you're way cooler than me, babe. You don't even have to. I'm so not cool next to you. If anybody had to figure that out.
No, it's funny you say that you stuck out. You stood
Stuck
out.
out? I stuck out.
You stood out like
Yeah.
a sore thumb because I remember you told me about the coffee bean that lives near us, and you felt weird because there were just a bunch of blonde girls in the coffee bean.
Yes. Recently, it was recent though. Recently.
No, it was a few years ago. It was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. I trust
But
you.
still,
John.
I
trust you
laughed.
More. I trust you more than me. Yeah. No, I went to a coffee bean back where we grew up in Agora Hills. Was it Agora or Westlake?
It was a Westlake. I think technically I might be Thousand Oaks.
Literally, everyone in there was white, blonde hair, blue eyed type white, and I was in there in line, and it was a long ass line too that morning, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I grew up here, and this is the first time I'm noticing how different I am from these people. Because when I was in high school, I noticed it kind of, but it was not on a conscious level. It was like, you know what I mean?
I have a comment on that though. How much of that becomes now us and what we're thinking? Like, I'm coming to this place, I feel different. And because it's just a feeling, right? Things weren't any different when you were in high school, but you're saying
Yeah.
now I feel it, but
Or
you didn't
know-
then.
but
So
you
what's
notice
better?
it. You're more conscious of it. You notice your surroundings more.
Is it more important to be conscious of it now as you know what I mean? Like,
Like which one's better for
which
you?
one's better? Where have we gone
rather be
south
more
instead of
aware.
gone?
Yes.
What's
I think
that,
if
babe?
you were aware of it now, if you were aware of it back then, like I was, you definitely would have behaved differently.
How did it
How did
affect
it-
your behavior?
Well, no, I kept my head down and I minded my business and no one beat me up. I was also
Why would someone be?
you know, I was really upset thinking about
What
it.
the hell? Why would someone be
No
at
one
Agora
no
High
one got
School?
into fights in our
At
high school.
Agora High School.
I wish people got into fights. I would have loved to watch that. Just like
They
where are these
did.
people fighting?
They did.
I never watched them. I always
Bruh.
watched the end of the fight.
Bruh.
Be like, oh, you stole my Uggs.
Okay, I was just saying off camera. I think it. Whatever.
Who cares?
Okay, she's a trendsetter. In a lot of ways, she's the type of person who's always been like marched to the beat of her own drum.
Yes, you are different in a good way, and everything that Peggy says
Yeah.
is true.
Thank you.
So, where is that coming from? How were you raised by your?
I
Who
think
are
it
your
was,
parents?
And how did that
I
culture?
know. Who
come- the
are these
culture
good
too?
people?
Like,
Tell me
how
all-
did your
and
culture-
African culture
Yeah.
for sure?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think it was more about me trying to, I guess, blend in and not be noticed because I didn't want to stick out because I already stood out like appearance wise. So I just tried my best not to stick out like other ways. But it's like, if you didn't know who I was and I'm like speaking on the phone, you would think I was a white woman.
Yes.
No, I was like dead.
Can you relate to that?
Yeah.
How?
I always say I put my white girl voice on when I call customer
Okay, let me
service.
hear
Yes.
your white girl voice. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, may I speak to Mrs. Johnson, please?
Yes, this is she.
Hi, I got in a service.
Who are you? Where are you from?
Wait, no. Wait.
Mrs. Middleton. What is your inquiry for today?
So then when after I've been nice and put my white girl on, after like I still don't get what I want, then I have to put my black girl on.
Well, okay, let's do that, boys.
So my black girl
I
is.
can't get you what you
So
want.
I told y'all the first time that you didn't put the credit back on my card. It's been 7 to 10 business days.
Or
Yes.
start clapping in between your syllables.
Yes, bitch.
Get me
Did
the
you
credit
hear me
on my
that
card, goddammit.
So like I understand what she's saying.
Oh
like,
my god, I'm
you
like
have
dying
to.
right now.
You would think she is Caucasian.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I was like, but that's
Do
like,
you have a black girl? I've known you for, you said 15 years?
Yes.
I've never heard your black girl voice.
I don't know what that is. I guess my black girl voice is my white girl voice. It doesn't help that I use vocabulary words because no because there's a reason. This is going back to my parents' upbringing because
Yes.
my parents were quite like upfront, like, oh, you need to do this. Oh, you're doing this. I think you need to do this so you can do better in that.
Give us specifics.
Okay, specifically with my vocabulary, my dad was like, you should read more books and newspapers. Your vocabulary is poor. And in my head, I'm like, fuck you, Dad.
Do you feel the pressure of having to be a part of African American culture, black culture? It was a completely different thing that I think is still trying to find itself even at this point. And then African culture with your family, and then American culture. Like, how do you reconcile all of those things? I want to hear that one too. And actually, that's where that question was leading. Do you feel the pressure of, oh, but aren't you black? Like, I'm not. No, I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you feel like, no, let me educate you on this.
Yeah.
I'm actually this, which is a different thing, actually. And then there's black culture. There's your family culture, and then there's American culture. Like, how do you reconcile those things? But that's where that question was going, for sure.
I think it's just me trying to figure out which things I like about all three of those, and then just make a combination of the three, and which feels more naturally like me to an extent. Because it was really funny you bring that up, because I remember this like a decade ago. My mom told me and my sister like, "Oh, you guys don't really like black people." It's like they're not around.
Who said that?
My mom said that.
Right, you're like, so why bring that up?
I'm
It's
like,
not.
what do you mean we don't
why
like
you
black
bring up a thing?
people?
No,
There's not many around.
How many black people were there growing up at our
0.
high school? Our graduating class.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 2,
Thank you. Yes.
including myself.
Right. Right.
That's like 550 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm like, what? I remember that like conversation like recently. I was like, why did she say that? I
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm like, they're not around. For
It's
me
like
to not
there's
know
that
them.
expectation of you to be drawn to every single person who's your race and around you. Like, what if I want to be friends with this white chick? What if I want to be friends with this? I don't know.
Ironically, my
Vietnamese
friend
girl.
group was quite diverse. Where my parents started when they lived in California, like we grew up in like LA. I think I don't really remember because again, this was before I was 5, and I don't really remember anything before I was 5. But I think she said, "Oh, our house was off of like Crenshaw Boulevard," and I was like, I moved to the suburbs when like 1997, like maybe a little bit. I don't want to.
That was when Tara was born.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna say that.
You right,
I was like,
you
I didn't want to put her on blast.
That was 21 years ago. You right?
97.
Yeah, like July 97, we moved to like.
That was a month
The
after she
Valley.
was born. She
I have
was a wee-
photos
wee
on my
toddler.
wall that are older than that.
So like,
Honestly.
from like age 5 to like now, like I lived in the suburbs, so I don't really know what it means to like live in the ghetto, even though I still feel terrible.
Although we have to be very careful.
Ghetto.
We got to be very careful about that,
The
though.
ghetto.
The ghetto.
Why'd you
Black
say?
people
Why
live in
you
the
gotta
ghetto.
say it
Like,
like that?
I don't know.
Can you say the word again?
That was her white
Ghetto.
girl voice.
But
That's how you say it?
No,
Is that really how you say it?
No, I say ghetto.
Oh,
But it's, I say ghetto, but I don't know why I said that specific. I don't know.
the ghetto.
I don't know. It's like,
I'm on
you
the
know-
podcast.
Right. Although we gotta be careful with that because not all black people live in the ghetto. You know, like
Yeah,
I'm from D.C. and Maryland, where that was the highest population of middle class African Americans on in the country, and so yeah.
There's definitely
Although
that
I
group
was
of like uppity blacks that are like they're
poor.
better than other blacks because they're rich, and it's like even though I feel like I'm bougie, I will admit that. Peg calls me bougie all the
She
time.
hella bougie. Yeah.
That's because I like food.
She
I like to
likes-
cook food, and I like high end food.
like
love
truffles. Like
What's
ask
wrong
her-
with that?
Don't get me started on truffles. What are truffles? They're like
So,
mushrooms.
to
Oh
eat
God, don't get her
Hawaiian
started
food-
on truffles. Please don't get her started on
So
truffles.
to eat Hawaiian food, you have to be bougie.
She hella bougie. You don't.
Only
you don't
when
even
it comes
know.
to her food, though.
But why does it have to be bougie? Why
Yeah.
can't it just be a foodie? Do they
Oh,
call
that's
people who are
true.
just foodies
No,
bougie?
she's bougie with other things too, like
Like
watches and shoes, and like she's particular about particular. She chooses what she's particular about.
Yeah.
You feel
No,
me?
but you
not
know-
everything.
You know, but that is interesting. Is that a term that they only apply to people of color? Do we? If you're stepping outside,
I've
are
been
you
called
bougie?
bougie so
No,
many
anyone
times.
You're
can
of
be
color.
bougie.
Am I of color?
Yeah, you're of color. So I'm saying
I
that.
consider you color. You
Yeah.
might actually
People
be
of color.
Caucasian on the census, but I actually don't consider
No, people of
myself.
color.
Yeah, no.
Should
hell
I be
yeah.
checking Caucasian on the?
Yes.
No, I'm
I
saying
looked
people
this
of
up.
color.
No, I looked this up.
What should I be checking?
White, Caucasian.
Armenian.
Because apparently, because we looked this, my sister and I, we looked this up because it's like, are people from India considered Asian? And
I'm
they
not
are.
from India.
I know that, but we were reading, people from Armenia, Iraq, Iran, Turkey are considered Caucasian.
The fuck?
Therefore,
That's interesting.
As an Iranian American, you
that
should be checking
sucks
out
because
people.
I don't
That
get
sucks.
any
We don't need more
advantages.
Caucasians.
I don't.
We don't need more Caucasians.
I'm sorry.
No, there's
What?
nothing wrong with that. But I that's interesting that they would. Really, they're telling them to check that off.
I mean, people would probably think she's more white than brown.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't think they would.
Bye-bye.
I think we're people of color.
We grew up in Altaloma, like a long time ago. So is Altaloma?
Yeah, where
It's
is
like
that? That sounds
you
like
know where
another
Rancho
country.
Cucamonga is?
Oh,
I've heard of it.
Wait,
I mean,
Altaloma.
I've never been there, but I. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we grew up in Altaloma. I grew up in Altaloma, in a suburbia, and there was only 2 black people on the street. But I never felt compelled to be like, I'm gonna get some black friends, get some Asian friends, get some white friends. I just felt like who is ever like my friend, that's who they are. So my mom,
For sure.
so like when I grew up and like then we moved to Pasadena, which was predominantly African American. When I moved out there and I had just black friends, I just made friends with whoever, but it's mostly black people there. When I would have like birthday parties, they would call me United Nations only because I just had
Right.
everybody. So, but I never.
It's
felt
interesting. Who was calling you that?
you had better nicknames growing up.
Like, yeah.
What
like-
was yours?
Oreo.
Oh right.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I just never felt
But who
compelled to
was-
say.
Who was calling you that? I didn't mean to stop
Oh,
your
like my
story.
mom would too. So it's no.
I got
like,
to comment
specific.
on that.
Yeah.
You-
So
you
it's
finish
no
this up.
like I never felt compared to say like I'm gonna give me some Asians or some Philippines. I just had whoever was my
balance it
friend.
out.
Yeah.
Let me get some.
Let me get some of that. Let me
So
get
like
some of that.
for you to
Look.
like or to bring up the question, I think like that's why I said like you're making it more complicated than it is. You should just be friends with whoever that
you're
you
attracted
vibe with.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Are you
am
attracted to?
so into that.
But I still say that it should really be the same for family members.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, like
You can't choose your family.
you can't choose them, but you could choose who you have relationships with.
Oh, yeah, it's a good point. So,
Yeah, so-
but what's the overall?
Sorry, Tara.
Oh, she's so bad.
Wow.
She's too cute though.
So I'm just saying,
Okay, but here's what I think. You had the right mindset. You had the right mindset. We all do. I'm just making friends. I just love everybody. And then some adult from another generation, and I know you're very close, but I'm just saying in general, an adult from another generation, my father did the same thing, and it's just sort of like, but you're different though. You need to remember how you're different. You remember to, and I don't know when that does more harm than good.
I think if you have a balance, like it could start at home. That's where like like at home, like she knows like her African roots, like Pega, like she knows where she came
Right.
from. So I think that just starts at home. I know where I came from. That doesn't mean that I lose it because I'm friends with other ethnicities.
That can be true, but when you're a kid, though, when the people that you surround yourself with influence you to an extent that you don't realize during that time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Because actually, when you said that activated something in me. I'm like,
Totally.
shit. Growing up, I had a lot of non-Persian friends, a lot of friends who weren't part of my culture. And I remember constantly my dad would remind me of our culture.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Right.
Constantly. And
Right.
he's like, be proud to be an
like-
Iranian girl. Be proud to be a Persian woman. Be proud. Like,
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
It's like,
And like, I was like, yeah.
like I'm already proud. I didn't think any.
A lot of things that my parents have said went over my head. I was
Right.
like, oh, but I'm like, okay, yeah, that actually was pretty
No, that
profound.
makes sense. So now I want to like take hold of those things
Yeah.
again. But like, yeah, but you have to have a really strongly rooted base in order to do that as a kid, especially because the wind blows and you go
Just
with
go
it as
wherever.
a kid.
Yeah, I think that's why I said like comes from home. Every morning, like literally, Heidi Sprewell will be playing Marvin Gaye. Wake up every morning, no more sleeping in the bed. So it's just like it starts from home, and then when you go to school, like you just make friends like with whoever you're with.
And I think that it should happen that way. But that's interesting. Your comment too. You were saying that I wish you said when your dad was saying, but remember who you are, and you're like, no, I'm white. But here's the thing. I think that it should be not that that was wrong, but I like what you were saying. Make sure you know who you are, but at the same time, still continue to make friends. Because friends with whomever, because that's how we're attracted to personalities and energies and spirits, and then that's how I know that I am. I know that I do. And when sometimes I say, "Oh, I'm also attracted to women," it's not. It's about energy, and I really don't care what shell it's living in, what race, what gender, what's your spirit, and because if I can find another weirdo that's able to deal with me, then good.
Where is that end point? Are we trying to get to a point where we don't see skin color, we don't see the differences in race, we don't appreciate the cultural differences, we don't see differences in even gender? And I know I'm going to get so much shit for saying this, but where's that end
I want to
point?
get to that point.
I'm
all about
in that direction once
I'm all
it's
about
started.
it. I'm
like
absolutely
we're just all souls.
all about it.
We're just all souls floating around.
But I think we need to focus on more of what's the same instead of what's different, because we're so the same.
But
we're
then
so
isn't
the
there
same.
so much beauty in what's different?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think you can bring in both of those things.
Yeah.
I can appreciate how you're different. I appreciate that a man has a dick and that I have a vagina. I'm sorry. I can appreciate a man's
You
dick.
have a what?
The man's a dick and I have a pussy, and we're different, and I still want it. I still want what he has. It doesn't mean but I'm different from this guy and I need to focus on that 24/7.
I don't think you're saying that you have to focus on that. I just think because I also disagree with you saying. I actually like my culture, like Black culture. So I kind of agree with Peggy. I kind of like that it's different ethnicities, because I feel like we get so diluted and kind of just lose kind of that part of yourself. So I actually like that there's Asian culture, that there's Hispanic.
Me too. Oh, did you
Yeah.
think okay.
Yeah,
I don't want
'cause
to
you
cut you
were
off.
saying-
No, I don't
yeah,
want you to
that-
think that I don't
Not
like
don't
my
that
culture,
you
but
don't
at the
like
same
it.
time-
I'm saying us being so diluted. I'm saying I like that there is. Yes, I like people having interracial relations, but I also like that there's ethnicity in different cultures. So I like one. I want to go get Persian food. I want to go get Cuban
for sure.
food.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go get Hispanic food. So I like that there are separate cultures, and then that you can learn about different things. Because then once
the
you
beauty.
once you start diluting it, it's I don't even know what it is.
No, I'm absolutely there. No, I'm
I'm so sorry.
No. I think that's it.
Would you ever date someone outside of your race or culture?
Because
That's a different episode.
No, get to
I
it.
think growing up with just mainly predominantly white people, I have a little bit of unlearning, because it's the white man is not the most only attractive person.
The most only
Well,
attractive
yeah,
person.
duh.
What you mean, though?
But it's
What you be saying, though?
But it's I have a little bit of unlearning to do, because it's just because in the dating pool, if you were in high school, just mainly just white dudes, that doesn't mean when you exit that dating pool, you just only have to seek white dudes. I'm gonna heavily vet the white man. It's who did you vote for? Is your 9-year-old grandma racist? And she's how close is she to death? How racist are your family? Because it's I gotta be take a page out of your book and be keep that same energy and less bullshit 2019 kind of thing. Because it's that. I think that's kind of why I like being by myself, and it's just I don't really care that I'm not in a relationship. I haven't been in one for a long time, but it's just because I like being myself. I need to learn to detect okay, where are you on the bullshit meter? Okay, you're towards the end.
Rolling with the homie. No.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
When did this movie come out? 95?
Did it?
I think so.
I think you're. If it came out of your mouth, that's true. Look how cute Alicia Silverstone was. Adorbs.
Oh my God, look at her. That's like Peg dancing in her gym.
You dance in the gym after you're working out?
No, because literally I'm looking at her Instagram and I'm like, what is she dancing? I've never seen her this dorky. Like, why is she dancing like this?
No, Travis, we've got it under control.
She's gonna say it. She's gonna say it.
You know?
But they gotta go into the kitchen. Be quiet, Eli. I know you're judging me. You're judging me.
What's 7 times 7? She knows.
Oh.
Oh, she's gonna say it because she has a crush on him.
Some love you got there. Yeah. You ready to go back out there?
Yeah.
All right. Sherry, can you do this? Rolling with the homie. Yeah, let's do it.
That was.
Everybody's letting.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
You
the
all
one.
have voices.
That's the one.
Rolling with the homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a concussion. Rolling with
Right? All right. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna sing it perfectly with a concussion. Wait, what's the 2 and 4? It's the second one, right?
Rolling with the homies. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing. She's telling me what she snaps on it.
Because it's a white stereotype that they don't have rhythm and they clap on 1 and 3. Like as soon as a song starts, they start clapping. It's like, no, you gotta let the beat. You gotta hear the beat and then clap with the beat.
It's a delay.
Right.
All right.
All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you so much, Olga, for joining us
Thank you for
tonight as our
having me.
guest.
I kind of wish I said that in the beginning. Just like, oh, thank you for having me. I feel so honored. You know, I'm just here to support my friend in her endeavors. You know, she's doing great things. And I just wanted to keep that same energy.
Thanks, Olga.